week on VBTV's Access Virginia Beach. A big announcement for the police department. Find out the details. And spring has finally sprung. We'll give you some ideas on how to spend your weekends. Plus, ever wonder what the Virginia Aquarium is all about? We'll take you behind the scenes. That and more coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to this special edition of Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news from around our city and schools. I'm Diana Cartwright. Well, this week we're taking the show on the road to the Virginia Aquarium. We'll have more on that later, but first we have an update on the budget. The Virginia Beach School Board recently adopted the budget for fiscal year 2010-2011. The $639 million budget is almost 5% smaller than last year's, but the good news is that it avoids classroom size changes, layoffs, and a shortened school year. The division was able to balance the budget by dipping into a reserve fund. School officials will present the spending plan to City Council at the end of April. Council has had several public hearings regarding the city's budget, including a well-attended meeting at Tallwood High School. VBTV will be rebroadcasting the meeting in its entirety. Log on to vbgov.com/vbtv for times and dates. Council is expected to approve the budget on May 11. Virginia Beach boasts of being one of the safest cities for its size in the nation, and that doesn't happen by accident. It's a result of the community and members of the police department. And one of those key members, Chief Jay Cox, recently announced his plans for retirement.
I think now is the time. I mean, 38 years with the organization, started when I was 19 years old. My entire adult life has been devoted to this department and serving this community. I think I've done that well throughout my career and in all my assignments.
Jay Cox became a sworn officer in 1973 and has been the police chief for the past 10 years. During his career, he's been credited with many accomplishments, and even though he's retiring, the department will continue to flourish.
It's not me, it's not any one person, it's everybody in the organization that makes it what it is. Staff is well prepared to carry the ball.
The chief's retirement is effective June 1st. He plans to take a few months off and then do some part-time private consulting work. The month of April is well known for Easter, Earth Day, even April Fool's Day. But did you know it's also dedicated to victims' awareness? April 18th to the 24th has been declared National Crime Victim Rights Week, and a ceremony promoting victims' rights and honoring crime victims and those who advocate on their behalf was held. Fairness, respect, and dignity was the theme for this year's celebration.
First, let me say that I'm very sorry that we have to have victims in our city. However, at this time, I'm glad that we can honor them.
In 2008, 21 million crimes were committed in the United States. Of those, 5 million were violent and 15 million were property crimes. The common element among them, victims.
The idea of fairness, dignity, and respect is something that is critical to any criminal justice system that's going to work.
Commonwealth's attorney Harvey Bryant honored victim survivors and advocates during the awards ceremony.
It's important, I think, that as a country and as a city that we refocus once a year to remember that our victims need to be treated with dignity, respect, and fairness.
One of the best ways to prevent yourself from becoming a victim is by protecting yourself. And the Virginia Beach Police Department is offering a free self-defense workshop to help you out. Learn personal safety tips, how to prevent crime, and escape dangerous situations during the Best Defense Workshop. The free workshop is presented by the Virginia Beach Police Department and takes place on May 8th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Bow Creek Recreation Center. Registration closes on May 3rd. Call any rec center to register. Now that spring has finally sprung, it's time to lace up your boots and get those bicycles out. But before you do, plan on attending the Bikeways and Trails meeting. The city is updating its Bikeways and Trails plan, and they're looking for your input. Share your ideas on how to make the city more accessible for hikers and bikers on Thursday, April 29th. The Kempsville Recreation Center is hosting the public meeting, and it will run from 4 to 7 p.m. Call 385-1104 for more information. Well, our regular viewers have no doubt noticed that we're not in our usual studio this week. We've taken the show on the road and we've landed here at the Restless Planet exhibit at the Virginia Aquarium. The aquarium has lots to offer folks of all ages, including a stranding response team that helps marine life. Here's Access reporter Culvert Kelsey for more.
The waters around Virginia Beach are filled with marine life. But what happens when they end up on our beaches, sick or injured? That's when the stranding team steps in.
You know, just like normal, like just throw a few in.
Yep. The program was led by a group of trained staff and volunteers. They help marine creatures like Tiki here, who's enjoying a medicated bath, recover from injuries.
A lot of things happen here. It's really a lot of behind-the-scenes work. The stranding program itself responds to marine mammals and sea turtles in the state of Virginia.
Rehabilitation is one of the most important jobs of the stranding team, and each new patient presents a challenge.
We have to do a lot of diagnostics. We take blood samples. We use an x-ray machine, a lot of the same things that you would use on a pet or even on a person.
And of course, there's an awful lot of housekeeping, feeding, and TLC involved.
We assist the staff mainly in cleaning and when they need help, especially during the very busy months, May and June, and then again in November, they need all the help they can get.
The goal for each injured animal is an eventual release back into the waters of the Atlantic. And the stranding team works hard to make that happen.
Oh yeah, that's why I do this. That's why we all do it. We love it, and you know, we dedicate our lives to trying to help the marine environment.
And it wouldn't have happened without the help of over 70 volunteers. And of course, they're always looking for more. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Culvert Kelsey.
If you see a stranded marine mammal or sea turtle, you can call 437-6159. Well, coming up next on Access Virginia Beach, did you know that the aquarium has seen a record increase in their attendance? Find out what all the excitement is about. Plus, they're back. Get an up-close look at bottlenose dolphins. We'll have that and more when we return.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Does your child have attention deficit disorder and you want to help them succeed in school? Be sure to attend the event on May 6th at Larkspur Middle from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Here you will learn effective behavior and communication strategies that will help your child at school and at home. Samaritan House is offering an informational forum dealing with issues of substance abuse and partner violence on May 7th at 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Taking place at the Central Library, the forum will include a panel of representatives to discuss this serious issue. Stop by and learn how to help those in need. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of April and May events, visit the Parent Connection page at vbschools.com.
Welcome back to this special edition of Access Virginia Beach. I'm Diana Cartwright. Well, as you can see, we're spending the day at the Virginia Aquarium in their newest exhibit, The Restless Planet. And if you haven't had a chance yet to check it out, Access reporter Peter Van East can show you some of the excitement.
It's called Restless Planet, with a lot of new interesting exhibits from around the world with some exotic animals, hands-on exhibits.
Restless Planet shows what Virginia was like millions of years ago and gets visitors up close to some very unique animals.
You can see just about everything from crocodiles to Komodo dragons to the Red Sea exhibit and the exotic fishes that are from that part of the world, Egyptian cobras.
Another highlight is the Red Sea Aquarium, a 40-foot tunnel filled with fish from around the world.
This is the Red Sea Aquarium. It's home to our largest marine collection that we have at the aquarium, certainly the most colorful. This aquarium is 100,000 gallons of salt water, and it's primarily the home of our 6 spotted eagle rays.
There are also more than 30 hands-on activities to enjoy.
Our interactive exhibits give people an opportunity to learn about the history of Virginia, but also to push some buttons and some touchscreen interactives that just are really interesting teaching tools.
Since the exhibit opened last November, attendance numbers have soared, resulting in a 48% increase over last year's numbers. Well, the aquarium has much to offer, even for the littlest ones. Here's Access reporter Veronica Coleman.
Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass out the worms.
Like this hands-on program, where the kids are busy getting their hands dirty.
Discovery Days is a program for 4 to 5-year-olds. We run it on Thursdays from 2 to 3:15 p.m. It's an hour-long program that the kids, we have about 15 kids max that come in.
There's story time, arts and craft activities, even an up-close look at some furry friends.
How do rabbits get around?
Each program brings a new learning opportunity.
We like to bring the kids in. We have different themes for each program having to do with nature. We like to introduce them to live animals, give them a live animal experience. But we also like to give them lots of hands-on activities and games to kind of help them learn the theme that we're trying to teach.
These young scientists are learning about the wonders of nature at an early age.
I hope the kids have a lot of fun, and I hope when they're having fun, they're learning in the process, and it's just an enjoyable experience for them.
He loves animals, and he loves to learn about them and their habitats and just what makes them, each animal unique, and this is an excellent program to do that. Like I said, the instructors are wonderful. They're great with kids.
Discovery Days events take place on select Thursdays in the Marsh Pavilion Discovery Room. And if you want to check out marine mammals in their natural environment, the aquarium has just the program. Here's Stephanie Sutton with more.
Well, this is the Virginia Aquarium moving towards Dolphin Watch. We take people out and try to educate them about the dolphins out in the wild.
It takes about 1/20th of a second for them to be able to take a breath.
It's that time of year again, dolphin watching season. Catch an up-close encounter with Atlantic bottlenose dolphins in their natural habitat.
A lot of people don't have the opportunity to be able to see these animals, so we tell them about their habits, what they feed on, the size that they get, why they're in this area during this time of year, and different items about just the general behavior of the bottlenose dolphin.
The Virginia Aquarium hosts the 90-minute coastal adventure, which is fun and educational for children and adults.
I hope that they learn a little bit more about the marine environment and some of the fun things about the dolphins and some of maybe the sadder things about the dolphins so that they can help make the marine life a little happier.
These guys are common visitors to Virginia Beach, but the best time to spot them is during the summer months.
We don't anticipate dolphins here year-round. Normally we see them from about May through October. However, the past few years we have had a few show up on our whale watch trips.
They also get one set of teeth.
Volunteers from the aquarium are also on board, giving various demonstrations. But the best part? The dolphin sightings, of course.
It was awesome. This is my second time on it, and it was amazing. Tons of dolphins.
Sound like fun? Well, you can purchase tickets here at the Virginia Beach Fishing Center, at the aquarium, or by calling 385-0317. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Stephanie Sutton.
The trips run from April through October, and they leave from the Virginia Beach Fishing Center at Rudy Inlet. Well, as you can imagine, it takes a lot of work to keep things running smoothly at the aquarium, and it can only be done with thanks to their staff and, of course, the help of lots of volunteers. Let's take a look at how one volunteer spends her day.
Hi, my name is Barbara Van Hees. I'm a volunteer for the City of Virginia Beach. I volunteer here at the Virginia Aquarium Marine Science Center. That's a horseshoe crab. And even though they call him a crab, he's really from the spider scorpion family. I'm a docent here, and I work with the public. As the public comes up to the displays, we explain what it is that they're looking at. And there's the mouth here in the middle. When we moved down and I was retired, I felt that I wanted to volunteer. The City of Virginia Beach has a lot of opportunities, but when I came into the aquarium and could see the interaction between the volunteers and the public, I just said to myself, this is where I would like to be.
That's the business.
Volunteerism kind of runs in our family. My husband volunteers. He volunteers for BBTV. But also here, the grandchildren are with me.
If you want to touch, just put your hand on the top of the water and wait for one to come by.
I have my 2 granddaughters and my 2 grandsons, so there's 4 grandchildren that volunteer with me on Thursday mornings in the summertime, and it's just a lot of fun, and I just enjoy it. It's been about 14 years I've got about 3,000 hours, and it's just been a lot of fun. And no matter how big the crowd is, it's just a very enjoyable experience.
More than 900 volunteers help out each month. When we return to Access Virginia Beach, got plans for the summer yet? We'll help you fill out your family calendar. Plus, get ready for pomp and circumstance. Graduation season is right around the corner. We'll give you all the details. That and more are coming up next.
It takes desire, ability, and opportunity for a criminal to take advantage of you. Eliminating the opportunity is your first step toward protecting yourself. Every day, millions of people just like you leave their homes. Burglars count on this so they can make a living out of your hard-earned property. You can avoid becoming a victim by taking a few simple precautions. Before you exit your residence, do a quick security assessment of your home. Check that all windows are closed and latched, especially the ones in the back. Also, make sure to lock all your rear and side doors. Don't forget the entry door from the garage. If you have a burglar alarm, arm it before you leave. Lastly, don't waste your efforts by leaving an extra key outside where someone can find it. By taking these precautions, we can make sure this guy has a bad workday. Above all, be alert. Protect yourself. Don't give crime a chance. This tip is brought to you by the Virginia Beach Police Department's Crime Prevention Unit.
This week on VBTV's Access Family Calendar, come celebrate life for all people during the 10th Annual American Indian Powwow. This year, Mount Trashmore is hosting the event on Saturday, May 1st from 11 to 6 p.m. Participate in intertribal dancing, check out Indian-inspired crafts, and learn about the Native American culture. And it's a busy weekend at Mount Trashmore. On Sunday, May 2nd, they're celebrating Mother Earth during the 40th anniversary of Earth Day. Grab your family and check out this event that boasts interactive activities, e-cycling, live music, demonstrations, and much more. The fun begins at 11 a.m. and goes until 5 p.m. And finally, it's really gone to the dogs at Red Wing Park. That's because they're hosting the Canine Carnival. Grab your four-legged friend and head out to the park on Saturday, May 15th from 1 to 6 p.m. Come paw to paw with canine demonstrations, competitions, displays, and much more at this free event. Well, caps and gowns will be the style once again as the class of 2010 walk across the stage at the Convention Center and receive their hard-earned diplomas. All 11 beach high schools will take their turn on the stage beginning June 16th through the 20th. As in years past, VBTV will cover each graduation and replay the event on Cablecast. Additionally, each special graduation will be broadcast live on the internet, courtesy of Troop 2. This service provides a link to the ceremony for parents, grandparents, and other friends unable to attend the event. Those wishing to order a DVD copy of the ceremony can do so by going online to vbgov.com/VBTV. VBTV will rebroadcast each ceremony during the end of June, beginning of July. While many seniors are busy planning their graduation day, some youngsters are just starting their journey into the school system. We're talking about kindergarten, of course, and Priscilla Monty tells us what you can do to help your child prepare for the next big step.
I have 30, 40, 50.
What in the world does your child need to know on the first day of kindergarten? Letters, numbers, reading, writing, and all those new rules. It's all so overwhelming. Kindergarten teachers at Pembroke Elementary break it down.
A long, long time ago, kindergarten used to be a lot of playtime, and there was nap, and there was snack, and now it's very academic, which is not a scary thing because the children are able to do it.
The most important thing for a child to know is his or her name. They will see it on everything, their book bag, cubby, desk, you name it.
That's the most important word in their life, is their name.
It'd be great if they could write their own name, their first name, using an uppercase letter only and lowercase letters behind that.
So what about the rest of the alphabet? The more they know starting out, the more confident they will become as they face new challenges. So if your child already knows the alphabet, he may not be afraid to take on reading.
Bag. Does that make sense?
Counting is an important basic skill as well. Playing cards or bingo will help your child recognize numbers and become comfortable with the simple concepts. Learning colors at home will help make sense of a room sorted by colors. If you're assigned to the blue table, you need to know which color is blue. Parents can help by simply pointing out colors everywhere. Shapes are another important sorting tool. It's easy for a child to get lost when told to sit on the yellow square if they don't know which shape is a square. Again, spend time at home pointing out the squares, circles, triangles in your child's world.
One of the big complaints the kindergarten teachers hear from the kids is their hands hurt or they're tired from all the cutting and writing. So you can spend time with scissors, or even better, use Play-Doh. Just rubbing it around and having their fingers dig into it will strengthen those muscles and get them ready for kindergarten.
Open them, close them, put them in your lap, and that is where they need to stay.
Here's another handy tip. Talk to your child about keeping his hands to himself and taking turns during activities. Teachers say socialization presents the steepest learning curve for this age.
We do a lot of sharing and learning and taking turns, and these are all things that sometimes can be very difficult for children coming into kindergarten because they're used to mom's undivided attention.
Parents can help children learn to wait their turn by simply handing out numbers to speak at the dinner table.
In September and October, the children come in and they all want to share. Right now, they don't know about waiting. You know, they don't understand that there's 20-some other children in the room with them, and we all take turns. So it's a big adjustment.
And sometimes the biggest adjustment in kindergarten is for the parent.
Moms, let them go. If mom's upset, that's not going to help.
Getting them excited about school, talking about it.
Teachers say that will help the whole family get ready for this big year of academic, social, and emotional growth.
I don't know any other grade that develops like kindergarten. I mean, they start here almost sometimes with a blank slate, and they're reading and writing by the end of the year. I mean, it's dramatic.
To cut down on the drama, here are a few suggestions from the teachers. Work with your child in the months and weeks before kindergarten to learn his or her name, colors, shapes, numbers 1 to 10, letters, and how to wait your turn. The last one may take the most work. In fact, most of us are still learning when it comes to patience. And don't forget to offer lots of praise for your youngster. It will help prepare them for an educational journey that begins by leaving mom and dad at home.
You did a great job. You did a great job. Good job. Okay, Hannah.
Reporting for Access Virginia Beach, I'm Priscilla Monti.
Kindergarten open houses are scheduled at most elementary schools on Tuesday, April the 27th at 9 a.m. Log on to vbschools.com for more information. The Virginia Beach Schools Education Foundation offers grant money to teachers who in turn create inspiring educational opportunities. One such example is highlighted in this next video.
Virginia Beach Education Foundation, through donations and public support, provides funding to inspire teachers who innovate exciting learning opportunities for students.
Hi, I'm Janet Kreider. I teach computer information systems and advanced computer information systems. I applied for this grant because I wanted to operate my classes like a company. This is a classroom setting that we've changed paradigms from classroom to workplace and from student to employee. And they come in, they clock in, they have mailboxes, they work in modules, they set goals, and it's run like a real business. And in order to do that, I needed some nice office furniture room, and we got that through the help of the Virginia Beach Education Foundation.
I'm taking this class primarily because I've done other business classes before, and I just enjoy doing business classes since it's one of those things where, compared to like probability and statistics, the chances of me using that later in life aren't as large as where business, no matter what profession I go into, I'm going to have some business skills to succeed, and it will help just get me advanced in life.
It's definitely a rewarding way to run your class, and they are definitely getting the benefits. They're seeing what the real world is really like out there.
Inspired teachers create lifelong learners. Support a lifelong learner in your community. Visit vbef.org for more information.
You can find out more about opportunities like these by logging on to vbef.org. Well, with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Just log on to vbgov.com/eStream. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Diana Cartwright. Thanks for watching.